Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tashina from Logical Harmony, and today I'm going to be sharing my favorite liquid lipsticks with you. I have 6 different liquid lipsticks here to talk about, and I'm not talking about the colors or the shades. I really wanted to focus on the formula. If you guys aren't familiar with me, I do put out videos 3 days a week. All the brands that I use are cruelty-free and all the products are also vegan. And if you're interested in a full list of cruelty-free brands, you can head over to my website, logicalharmony.net. There are so many cruelty-free companies out there that make liquid lipsticks, but it can be hard to find vegan ones. And I have tried just about any that I can get my hands on, and there are just a few that stood out to me for various reasons. So what I'm going to do today is tell you who I picked, what brand, and why. I think probably my absolute favorite is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Not all of the shades are vegan. They are reformulating them to be vegan, and so any that have come out recently don't have beeswax. I have a full list on Logical Harmony of the vegan shades. I'll link to that below. Their formula is so nice. It goes on so smooth and so even and pigmented, and even though it dries down to a matte finish, I find that it really doesn't leave my lips feeling dry. It feels kind of hydrating, and there's just something about the formula that I love. It doesn't like cake off throughout the day. It doesn't wear off easily. It definitely lasts through like eating, drinking. It's just a great formula, and I love that in their vegan formula they have nude shades, they have bright shades, they have so many different ones. Another favorite of mine is Fairy Girl, and I do have some swatch videos. I'll list those down below so that way you guys can see. I think it's all the shades of their liquid lipstick. So they have regular ones and they have metallics as well, which I think is very unique. Kind of similar to Anastasia's formula, it goes on very smooth and creamy, and it actually feels like it's not drying out your face all day. It's definitely a nice formula, and I really like them. They do have slightly different colors in their liquid lipsticks than in their traditional lipsticks, and I also really appreciate that as well. And I do have a discount code for Fairy Girl. I'll link to that down below too. Another company is Romy, and I don't know if you guys have heard much about them, but they are the first cruelty-free and vegan company to make liquid lipsticks that I ever came across. And I remember getting some Romy liquid lipsticks years ago. I'm talking like 4 or 5 years ago. And their formula is really nice. They have the regular kind that dries down to matte, and they also have metallics as well. I also really love their shade range. They have a huge amount of shades, and I feel like they really cater to different skin tones too, especially when it comes to their nude shades. They have stuff that is very pale and peachy, stuff that's very pale and cool toned, all the way to the darker toned nudes as well. And again, their formula, very creamy, very pigmented, and does not dry or flake throughout the day. I am going to mention Colorpop. I know everyone is not crazy about the formula, and I personally feel like the formula does vary from shade to shade, and honestly probably from batch to batch too. The formula is more inconsistent than the other companies, but for the price you really cannot beat it. Not all of the shades are vegan. They do have a full list in their FAQ of what is vegan, so that's definitely helpful. But what I like about this is for $6 you can get a nice trendy shade. I feel like they make a lot of dupes for the more popular high-end companies, especially the ones that aren't cruelty-free, or even some of their competitors that are cruelty-free. I feel like they make those shades that are a little harder to find, and they have just such an impressive shade range that it makes it really easy to try liquid lipsticks, try some different colors without spending a ton of money. Their formula does dry down matte. I find it a pretty drying formula. Definitely prep your lips first, and you're gonna want a good chapstick after. But once it's on, most of the shades tend to not go anywhere. Some of them do flake. Again, I find the formula inconsistent, but I'm willing to forgive that for the price and their very impressive range of vegan shades that they offer. Dose of Colors is a really great brand. They actually just started carrying them online in Ulta too, which is super exciting. So congratulations to Dose of Colors for that. They do say on their own website what shades are vegan. Currently, all of their liquid lipstick shades are, but they're not a 100% vegan company, so always double check. I think Dose of Colors does the interesting nude shades incredibly well. Their formula is really nice. Again, it goes on very creamy and smooth. It wears very nicely. It doesn't flake off. And I really like their packaging too. I like that they have the little wand. Sometimes, you know, like when you're traveling or if you have a small purse, just a slightly smaller package makes such a huge difference. And so I appreciate that from them as well. And slightly different from traditional liquid lipsticks, where most of us, when we think of liquid lipsticks, we're thinking about ones that dry down matte. But the lip caramels from 100% Pure, they're very much a literal liquid lipstick. So it's like the creamy, hydrating formula of a lipstick in a liquid form. So it doesn't dry down, it doesn't dry matte. I'm actually wearing one right now. And what I really love about these is that they have all that feel and the nice benefits of a traditional lipstick, such as going on very smoothly and feeling very moisturizing and lightweight on your lips, but they're in a liquid form. So I like to mix them up. It makes it very easy to create your own custom shade, and they make a ton of different shades as well. One interesting thing that I think is really cool about 100% Pure is they actually use fruit pigments for all their shades. So all the lip caramels are vegan, and I find it really impressive that they're able to do some really tricky shades like reds and things like that with keeping it a vegan formula and actually pulling the colors from fruit itself. It's very, very cool. Those are my favorite liquid lipsticks. If any of these are your favorites, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video.